people find immunology complex, but I find it interesting since it feels like a game of enemies coming to fight, and our hope causing cells, immune cells, goes and fight with them and protect us. It's actually an action game. Immunology, we study about how the immune body responds to the immune function. It's like how we respond to our enemies, right? But not on the macro level, but on the micro level. Example is vaccines against viruses like measles or influenza. Below is pathways that just shows how we fight against it. It doesn't happen and everything happens. It is actually a pretty complex process that I don't think this diagram has shown. The viral antigen enters our macrophages. The macrophages we talked about, they enters into it, right? And then our macrophages will do what? They make an identity card of the viruses, and they put it on the surface of their cells. Then the other cells, immune cells, our action cells, comes, and specifically the T cells. Remember the T cells that HIV virus infects and destroys? Those type cells actually comes and kills those macrophages and all the cells that has that identity card of that virus. So actually the T cell recognizes that these cells have viruses, and they will actually create more viruses, so we have to get rid of them, right? That's why the identity creating immune cells, those are aka macrophages, is very important in the immune response. And of course the T cells that comes afterwards and kills. Now the T cells not just kills the cells that has viruses in it, right? Of course there are still viruses that are outside the cells. How will we deal with that? And there comes another type of cells, and that will be B cells, right? Now B cells are the helper of T cells killing the virus. B cells actually makes small bodies, so every small body is specific towards the specific virus. And B cells have another function, not just directly killing the virus, but actually causing memory cells, the cells that has the memory of the virus. So if another time the same virus comes and attack them, they will be standing and protecting, and they will say goodbye, don't come, you don't belong here. This is how actually we create vaccine. We have the unkilled or maybe killed or maybe living organism viruses in these vaccines. Well, and we inject this in our body. It actually prepares our body to fight viruses. So if a stronger virus of that type in our body, we can protect ourselves. So we don't study just vaccines, we also study antibiotics and different kinds of things in the immunology, since well all the microorganisms causes the action of the immune system or causes the activation of the immune system. So everything related to immune system is studied under the immunology, and not just the relation or not just the two sides facing one another like microbes and immune system. We study the immune system separately to understand how actually immune system works